What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? This is your boy, the Black Senpai.
And I'm Tyler, the Omni Dragon.
And right now we're going to be reacting to a video that we've been wanting to get for a real long time.
Yes.
I've personally seen this video probably like 8 times, but it gets me every single time.
I've seen it twice, but you know, about to get into this Batman vs Superman trailer.
We've been meaning to look at it for a real long time, but we finally managed to find some time to sit together and have a chance to react to some more videos. And this is one that was on the very top of our list. The very last, I think it's called the final Batman and Superman trailer.
Yeah, before the movie. This is the third one. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll give you our thoughts afterwards, and let's go ahead and get into this video real quick.
Let's go.
Master Wayne. Thermal imaging is showing me 24 hostiles on the 3rd floor. Why don't I drop you off on the 2nd?
Why don't I drop you off on the 2nd? Splash. This right here. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh shit. He just gave him a rock bottom / choke slam in this bitch.
Damn.
Like,
listen,
I'm loving the fights.
Hey, listen. This ain't your uncle's Batman. This ain't your uncle's Batman. This Batman will break your damn neck.
I say I go into the details afterwards. I was noticing somebody say that part right there is the same CG from the last trailers, like they didn't really upgrade it yet. But that could be because of it's a trailer. They'll change it during the last film, I'm guessing. Or the final film. What the fuck is he doing?
Day versus night.
You're psychotic.
It's a 3-syllable word for any thought too big for little minds.
I wonder if Superman's just gonna show off how strong he is. To Batman.
Looks like he about to show off how strong he is to Lois Lane. Right? Right?
Oh, I didn't think you've ever known a woman like me.
I just gotta show her fighting.
I know. I wonder, like, how many scenes she's gonna get in Wonder Woman. Like, just pure violence.
Line America. That power can be.
Now notice when he was the last scene they showed him where he pushed Batman in that suit.
Shit.
He like pushed him without even trying. Then the last part of the video, he went for the punch and he blocked it.
Right, and then he looked at it.
So like, I'm guessing maybe there's some kryptonite involved or something.
Yeah, it has to be.
Like,
because he looked at it like, what the?
I mean, I only compare it because the earlier scene they had something where like Superman literally just tapped him and he went flying, but then this time he just blocked his punch. So that means they have to have some type of kryptonite or something.
Yeah, or something.
Okay, now, first of all, just gotta give them an ovation real quick. Ovation.
Definitely, that was beautiful.
That was an amazing trailer. They did a hell of a lot better than the one where they introduced Doomsday. Don't know why the fuck they did that. I hate the idea that they introduced Doomsday in a trailer. Like that's something.
But
that's something we could have seen.
Doomsday is not the main villain.
It don't matter. Like that.
Introduce Doomsday.
This stuff to me, this movie is starting to get a real Spider-Man 3 vibe from me. They're trying to get so many villains into this movie that it's going to kill the focus on one character. Like they could have introduced Doomsday as like a cliffhanger, kind of like how the Marvel Universe did with Thanos for a long time.
Yeah.
Or something like that, but
I mean, but this is like kind of like a pre-Justice League movie. Like this is like kind of like what Marvel's doing with Civil War. Like Civil War is kind of an Avengers movie. Sort of. Yeah, I think this is like pre-Justice League.
But Civil War, from what I've seen, is going to focus on just the storyline of Civil War. They're not going to have Civil War then have all these other characters. Like, oh yeah, by the way,
I think there's going to be a lot of characters.
Oh, by the way, here's fucking Apocalypse and all that bullshit. Like,
no,
they're putting characters in for the sake of putting them in. It should have been Batman, Superman, and it should have followed the. Damn, I'm gonna end up getting his name wrong. I want to say Dennis Miller. I could have fucked it all up. But the comic book arc, the one where Batman
beat
Superman.
I have no idea who wrote that.
It's a pretty important arc in comic books.
Oh, okay. Well,
But
y'all tell us. Y'all tell us because
yeah, like I didn't fact check. I just like straight off the top of my head, and I believe his name.
Okay.
No, Dennis Miller's the comedian. What the fuck am I talking about?
Shit.
God damn.
Listen. I'm just following along.
I know his name is Miller. He made the Dark Knight Returns comic book art, and it was about Batman like coming out of this long hiatus where he was just gone. And everybody's like older and shit, and he fights Superman, and that's where they got that outfit from.
I'm about to say, and that's what this is about. This is
they should have stuck to that storyline. Doomsday's not in that storyline. Wonder Woman doesn't pop up in that storyline, at least to my knowledge, she doesn't. Like they kept it strictly on Batman and Superman, and that's what I think they should have focused on, honestly.
So this Justice League is going to have an older Batman, but there was an older Batman.
Yeah, they said that this is going to be Batman after he's already established himself and stuff.
Yeah,
which is actually good because we had enough origin stories as it is. Like, just let
we
that
know
shit,
how to
let
fuck
that shit go.
Happen. Like, and don't get me wrong, we know how every superhero happened. Like, so
for the most part,
I mean, yeah, for the most part, we pretty much know how everybody started at this point. I think comic books nowadays are so mainstream that everybody pretty much knows the origin stories. Like Spider-Man, we need no more origin stories ever. Like ever.
Spider-Man's origin story is done.
Done.
But there are some characters that I would like to get some origin stories from because honestly, I'm not a huge comic book reader. Mainly because it's so hard to figure out when exactly to pick up a comic book because they all have like different artists and different writers and like different stories going on at the exact same time.
Yeah.
And you don't know which one might be canon, which one isn't, which comic book to pick up, which one not to pick up. Right. And I tried to get into it when the comic book series for DC rebooted the whole New 52 angle, but like I got the first Superman, the first Justice League, and then after that I stopped buying them because that's when I was dealing with some money issues. So of course
happens.
I couldn't get it back into the comic books really. But let's get into more thoughts about the characters. What do you think of Superman in this whole thing?
Well, first off, I'm trying to figure out. I don't want this to be a Superman movie. Like,
don't forget this is supposed to be a sequel to Man of Steel.
It is? I didn't know that. If it's a sequel to the Man of Steel, then I'm fine seeing Batman. Because that's basically what I was about to say. I was about to say, Man of Steel 2 is coming, 2018? 17?
I have no idea.
Like, Man of Steel 2 is coming. So it's like, I want this to be more of a Batman movie. But then again, the trailer has more of a vibe. But I just don't want Superman to just steal all the scenes. They're just making it seem like Superman is kind of like hated. I don't think in the movie he's going to be as hated as the trailer is saying it. I think really it's all in Batman's mind.
Batman is always someone that trains for the worst case scenario. I remember there was it might have been a comic book arc, but I remember there was a cartoon that DC animated, and it was about Batman coming up for a way of defeating every member of the Justice League. And the Legion of Doom, I think it was.
Yeah,
he stole those plans and used it against the Justice League themselves.
Yeah.
But I wonder, like, what exactly did they get for Batman? Like, Martian Manhunter was weak to fire. Wonder Woman was weak to a fight, I guess. Like, they had her fighting against herself, and they knew that she would literally kill herself trying to fight against herself. Superman was kryptonite, of course. What the hell was Batman's? Like a gun? Like
a bullet.
He's just a human. Just take this 22, and if I ever go crazy, point this motherfucker to my head and just let a few rounds go.
I'm not bulletproof. Batman is not bulletproof. Listen, Batman is a human. He's the most human person in the Marvel universe.
But yeah, I love the fact that they finally got a darker Superman in, and a lot of people, like I was saying in another video, they were giving they usually give Superman shit because it's like, oh, he'd never do that, like he killed Zod, he never kills Zod in real life, but then they always talk bullshit about the fact that he's a Boy Scout and he doesn't do anything wrong, and finally they give him some edge and it's like, that's not him. And finally we're getting a good Superman, and it's somebody that's powerful and knows he's powerful. You fuck with him, he will fuck you up. That's how he always should have been.
Yeah.
Because that's just human nature. If you have a maximum amount of power, a lot of humans aren't going to go around just killing motherfuckers, but if some idiot wants to come and pick a fight...
Time out. Talking about Superman's not human.
What I mean to say is now they gave him depth. Like, he has motives and things like that. Like, he was always just a good guy that followed the rules, but, like, why did he follow the rules?
Right.
Exactly. Back in the day, he did it simply because that was the thing to do. Like, oh, I'm a good guy, so I'm just going to do good things, whereas that's not how life works. Sometimes right. You're in complex situations where you might have to do a bad thing to save a lot of people. Like, for instance, with the whole Zod thing, he killed Zod because Zod would have killed that family of people.
Right.
You got, I guess it's that one to save millions bullshit. Like, do you sacrifice one life to save a million, or what?
Yeah, and the one thing about Doomsday that I will say that I kind of don't like, because we all know Doomsday can't die. So introducing him to the first movie kind of is like, it's kind of like you should have brought Doomsday probably to the last movie. Because then it's like, oh my goodness.
Like I said, I think they should have gave him a tiny, I think they should have gave him a tiny little cameo at the very end, and then that would have been it. Maybe you leave it as a cliffhanger for like the Justice League movie or something. And also a note before we go ahead and get ready to wrap it up, because this video is starting to go a little bit long, but I hate the Lex Luthor that's in this video. Whatever the fuck dude's name is. I always say Mark Zuckerberg. His name isn't that, but it's something similar to that. I hate the way that he's acting right now. He reminds me of like a very tame Joker.
Yeah.
And like he would be better off playing the Riddler, honestly. That's what he looks. That's what he looks like.
Oh my god.
He looks like he would be the Riddler.
He would be the Riddler all day long. He sounds like him in every.
And like, why does he have hair if this is supposed to be an aged Batman that's already experienced and things like that? So like that means some time must have passed already. Whereas this Lex Luthor is like young and just now starting, and he hasn't even lost his hair yet.
I think Lex Luthor. I think at the end of this movie, he's going to shave his head.
He probably will. I guarantee they're going to have it. They got to have it somewhere.
They got to have it. He's just not going to be this Lex Luthor. Like, I mean, I don't know. I guess we were expecting a muscle-bound Russian to be Lex Luthor.
Well, he don't need to be muscle.
Not muscle. Well, no.
At least look.
Lex Luthor is muscle. Lex Luthor isn't small.
It depends on what.
Which version?
It depends on which version.
There's a lot of versions.
Anyway, that's our opinion on the Batman Superman trailer. Tell us what you thought. Leave your comments down below. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're uploading every Thursday and sometime even earlier, because I know this will probably be out before Thursday. But
yeah, we do what
we try to work hard for you guys.
We do what we want.
The hardest working men in YouTube sometimes.
Yeah, anyway, we just do what we want.
That's our opinion. That's all we got to say. Peace. Don't want to give your fun fact?
Oh, don't feed rabbits carrots. Poisonous.
And that's all. Peace.
Doses.